Hi, my name is Natasha Johnson, and I am the Executive Director and Founder of Globalizing Gender. Well, I'm Marianne and Sylvester's daughter, and Marianne is from Farmville, North Carolina, and Sylvester is from the Gull Islands in South Carolina. I'm from Brooklyn, and I'm a born and raised Brooklynite, so there are like four of us left. And so, hi, the other three of you. Um, Stay strong. I am someone who has been fortunate enough to do lots of different things in many disciplines for the same purpose. So I do social impact work around gender-based violence and international human rights, mostly at the benefit of Black and brown women, but through law, policy, art, activism, wellness, and yeah. And so I created this art project that looked at what it would look like if survivors of gender-based violence could refashion themselves and reimagine themselves in the way that they really were, as opposed to the way that the world was telling them that they were. And that was my entree into art. This idea of achieving gender equality to me is in some ways troubling, because it suggests that is something that we have to work towards. And I know that can seem counterintuitive to everything I just said 2 minutes ago about why I do the work that I do and the work that you do and the work that we're doing together. But I offer that only as a thinking around if the argument is that we're always working to achieve it, then it suggests that it's always something that's fleeting, right? Something that we never actually have a grasp of, something that never actually is tangible. And I think that there could be a mind shift in how we just think about, even for those who may think that it's just nomenclature or semantics, but just start to think about how we could shift our minds and our thinking around maybe just implementing gender equity as opposed to thinking about how to achieve it, right? Because the idea of implementing it means that it's something concrete that you can put in place, their actions, their steps, their modalities, their tools and strategies and policies. I am probably the most antiquated youthful person out there. I'm using youthful very generously with myself. But I've gotten present over the past couple of years about how powerful social media can be as a tool for pretty much anything, right? And I think that it could also be a tool that can be used in helping to sort of usher in, right, this mind shift in thinking about what gender equity really looks like, right? And so that is also a tool that can be operated from and created and replicated, right, through social media. So I think that there's an opportunity there, and to be honest, I'm so, naive in the ways in which those tools can get created through social media. But do I think that they exist and that there's a place for them to be able to do some of those, to be able to help sort of create those kinds of conversations? Absolutely. Right? And to be able to do them, without the sort of restrictions of border, the restrictions of language, the restrictions of time, right? The restrictions of what can sometimes present as barriers when we see each other face to face, right? Sometimes with anonymity comes this level of boldness, right? That people can step into something that they wouldn't have been able to, or would have been less likely to step into before. And I think that if social media is used responsibly, if that media age is used responsibly and mindfully and thoughtfully, right, then there's a place for that.